The original idea of Sojourner was that I wanted to do a travel book that wasn't like the sort of thing you see at airports. Most of the time you have these very cliched books, and it's not actually what you see when you go to this country. I remember always looking at Ayers Rock and it was always bright red, and I'm thinking, I went there 4 times, thinking, when's it going to glow red? And it never glows red, it's a trick. And I think I wanted to do a book of things that are unusual, normal things that catch your eye, and things that if people went there, they would actually see exactly the same as I did. Sojourner was more a book of ideas that I like when I'm travelling and I'm not dealing with entourages and I'm not dealing with management. In a sense, it was more of a book of my artistic freedom, of what I could do. The only thing you're dealing with is when you're on an aeroplane and you have 2 seconds to take a picture, or you're flying over, say, Indonesia, and you're expecting a sunset and it's overcast and you get nothing. I like Asia, or should I say Australasia, because you get those huge, when you're flying, you get those huge thunderclouds that give you those amazing skies. Because, for instance, whenever you go to New York, to me the sky looks exactly the same, or if I go to LA, the sky looks the same. But once you get past, say, Turkey and, the Middle East, you start getting into these sort of lightning storms and these huge, amazing clouds, high clouds, from that weather, and I really like that. I find that actually exciting. Well, the reason why there's not many people in Sojourner was that I thought it started to look cliche to put people in. You either put in children and that looks cliched all the time, or you put in adults and then, the vision you have of people in, say, Laos are probably peasants from 100 years ago, and in reality they're wearing McDonald's t-shirts. Plus I think that, in a sense, I started as a painter, so I think when you shoot landscape, it gives you the idea of a painting. That was what I was trying to evolve. The reason you look at a painting or you look at a landscape photograph or a landscape picture, that was what I was trying to show. I mean, there are 2 giant contact sheets of odds and sods and portraiture, which I quite like, but that was a general feel of the book. The first portrait I think in the book is of a young boy at dawn, but I quite like that because it looks like a drawing. The book was actually edited by Catherine Roylance from Genesis Books, and I would come and say, I don't care, and then I would care and want to change something, but generally I more or less left it to her discretion. I mean, there were certain things we both knew had to be in there, but then I left it up to her eye, because I always find that if you do your own thing, you get too involved in it and you can't make a decision. The binding actually is 3 editions. There's a standard edition, which is still very deluxe, which has the grass I like from Bali as a slipcase, and a picture of the sea from Uluwatu in Bali, which is the best part of the ocean I like. Then there's a deluxe which has a Japanese box, and it's funny watching people try to open it because they try and force it and they don't realise it actually opens like a puzzle, and it's of the sky, and inside it's leather bound, and it's of the grass embossed on a grey leather, which I wasn't sure that would work, but Catherine Roylance came up with it and it looks really nice. And we have a super deluxe, which is all the writers have signed, which has got some flowers I like in Thailand, and it's on black with the grass embossed again. I'm actually very, very pleased with all of it.